This is Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Today's top headlines. Andhra sees sharp COVID 19 spike with 80 new cases. Kurnool remains hotbed for virus. Andhra Pradesh witnessed a sharp spike in COVID 19 cases with 80 samples testing positive in the last 24 hours. This takes the total cases to 893 in the state. 3 more deaths were also reported, taking the number of victims to 27. Kurnool district, which has become the hotbed for the spread of the virus, recorded 31 new cases, taking the district's tally to 234, the highest among all the 13 districts in Andhra Pradesh. Similarly, Guntur recorded 18 fresh cases, taking its tally to 195. The other cases were recorded in Chittur 14, Anantapur and East Godavari 6 each, Krishna and Prakasam 2 each, and Vishakhapatnam 1. The media said that a record number of 6,522 samples were tested in 24 hours. The toll in the state rose to 27 with 3 more deaths, 2 in Kurnool district and 1 in Krishna district since Wednesday. On the brighter side, 21 COVID-19 patients recovered from the virus and were discharged. Till now, 141 patients have been discharged across the state. "30 more fishermen reached Srikakulam from Chennai. 2 days after the last boat arrived at Donkuru in Ichapuram Mandal, 30 more fishermen arrived at Golagandi village of Sompeta Mandal on Wednesday in 2 motorized boats from Chennai defying lockdown. They started from Chennai on April 17. It may be noted here that 82 fishermen had arrived in Idovanipulam and Donkuru coastal villages in 6 boats on April 18, 19 and 20 from Chennai. However, the police intercepted them and sent them to quarantine centers. According to sources, the Srikakulam fishermen purchased each boat at 1.3 lakh from their Chennai counterparts to reach their native villages. As a result of strict vigil is being maintained along the coast by setting up 40 checkposts in various villages, the police caught the fishermen and shifted them to quarantine centers. On the other hand, 8 fishermen managed to reach Palasa from Paradip of Odisha. Of the 8, 6 belong to Noveleru village of Vajrapottukuru Mandal and 2 of Kakinada. According to Palasa police, the group came to Behrampur, Odisha from Paradip by car, and from there they reached Ichapuram by foot. They reached Palasa by a Visakha dairy van, and when the police checked it at Lakshmipuram toll plaza, the duo were caught. Immediately the police shifted them to quarantine center in Palasa. Ankapalle jaggery worth Rs 3 crore sold in a day. Jaggery sales, which were suspended from March 3rd week due to lockdown, has resumed with gusto at the Ankapalle market yard after permission was given by district officials. The market yard has been buzzing with activity ever since the auctions began. Now only 2 days of sales are being allowed every Tuesday and Friday, while farmers bring jaggery lumps in auto rickshaws to the yard on every Monday and Thursday. Business worth Rs 3 crore was conducted on Tuesday as 53,398 jaggery lumps were sold at the yard. Each lump weighs between 12 kg and 15 kg. When compared to last transaction done on April 15, there has been a hike in prices to 230 per kg, bringing cheer to jaggery farmers. On April 15, the first day after resumption of jaggery sales, 54,100 lumps arrived. While prices of number 1 quality of jaggery rose to 3,840 per quintal from last week's 3,610 per quintal, number 2 quality was sold at 3,470 per quintal as against 3,400 per quintal last week. Only 2 active cases remain in Vishakhapatnam, 19 recovered. 19 of the 21 infectees have successfully recovered from coronavirus. Vishakhapatnam has just 2 active cases. Of these 2 cases, one was reported on April 19 after a gap of almost 2 weeks. It may be noted here that the first patient was discharged on March 31, 3 on April 8, 4 on April 15, 2 on April 16, 3 on April 17 and 18, 2 on April 19 and 1 more 2 days later. Although 4,824 samples from the district were tested and 4,481 have tested negative. The patient who was discharged from GITAM hospital on Tuesday night is a 39-year-old resident of Rangiriju Vidi near Purna Market. Though he had tested negative on April 17, his release was delayed as he was suffering from other ailments. Also, District Collector V. Vinaychan asked the surveillance teams to visit every household to inquire if anyone has symptoms of the virus. Unable to return home, Srikakulam fisherman dies of cardiac arrest in Gujarat. Fearing the spread of COVID 19, a 22-year-old fisherman from Srikakulam district died of a cardiac arrest in Viraval, Gujarat on Wednesday. He had been waiting to return to the Matsalem village to see his newborn daughter for the first time but couldn't because of the lockdown. After hearing of a COVID 19 case near the Viraval seaport, he grew anxious and passed away around 2 am. Other fishermen cremated his body in the region and sent a video of last rites to his relatives. His wife fainted on watching the video. The fisherman Magupudi Koiraju was his family's sole breadwinner and supported his wife, newborn daughter, elderly parents, and brother. His brother too died at Viraval 2 years ago after falling ill. Koiraju's uncle, Mailapalli Harapadu, who migrated with him to Viraval last August, said they went there for work. Koiraju had been waiting to go home and see his month-old daughter after April 14 but had to change his plans when the lockdown was extended. COVID 19 lockdown. Cops stop movement of employees at Telangana Andhra Pradesh border near Kurnool. The Jogulamba Gadwal district is witnessing a jump in the COVID 19 cases with each passing day. Keeping this in mind, the district administration is taking foolproof measures to contain the spread of coronavirus in the district. Despite this, some employees of the district have made Kurnool district in Andhra Pradesh their base. They commute between the two districts to discharge their duties. Kurnool district has topped the list with most number of COVID-19 positive cases in Andhra Pradesh. The district collector Shruti Oza had issued orders to employees who come from Kurnool to follow certain guidelines without fail. She has also made arrangements at Gadwal so that employees could stay there. Despite this, some employees were commuting from Kurnool. The police officials brought the issue to the notice of the collector. COVID crisis has told us we are one and very alike. Several leaders have been looking back at the economic carnage that the COVID 19 lockdown has left in its wake. Not K.T. Rama Rao, Telangana's vibrant minister for IT, MA and UD and Industries, has been at the forefront of the southern states' war on corona and firmly believes that there is a silver lining to all this. KTR, as he is known, said, "Today the world is looking at China and looking to move away from the dependence perspective. I believe we have to bring in a lot of reforms and attract more businesses our way." Experts from a conversation on India after Corona, why the center needs to do more for the states and why we should be so aggressively pitching for businesses to come to India in a post COVID 19 world. Ten-year-old girl tests positive for coronavirus in Telangana's Warangal. A 10-year-old girl tested positive for coronavirus in Purikutta Tanda in Warangal Urban District. The district administration, Greater Warangal Municipal Corporation, GWMC officials have marked the area as containment zones. On Wednesday, a special team was deployed to test those who might have come in contact with the affected person. As many as 19 persons from the village have been shifted to quarantine ward in Kakatiya University KU campus. The medical team have collected their samples and sent it for testing. Checkposts have been set up at entry and exit points of the area. No person is allowed to move in or out from the area, police said. Warangal Urban District Collector Rajiv Gandhi Hanumantu said 16 areas has been sealed to contain the spread of coronavirus. As multiple COVID-19 positive cases have been reported from these areas, people have been asked not to step out of their homes, he said. Telangana sees drop in coronavirus cases but officials feel the heat in Suryapet. Telangana on Wednesday witnessed a sharp decline in COVID-19 cases with 15 positive cases being reported, taking the total number to 943, but there was one death which took the total toll to 24 in the state. The number of active cases thus has increased to 725. No coronavirus patient was discharged on Wednesday, and as a result, the number of patient discharged remained unchanged at 194. Suryapet, which has become the new epicenter of COVID-19, recorded 3 more cases on Wednesday, while the other district, Garhwal, which is running very close, had 2 cases. With Suryapet recording 26 positive cases in a single day on Tuesday, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao deputed a team of Chief Secretary Somesh Kumar, Director General of Police M. Mahinder Reddy, and Principal Secretary of Health Shanta Kumari to the 2 new hotspots to assess the situation and evolve a plan of action to halt the spread of virus. Telangana ups quarantine period to 28 days for COVID-19 asymptotic secondary contacts. The Telangana government has instructed the health department not to test the asymptotic secondary contacts of COVID-19 patients, but they should be quarantined for 28 days instead of 14 days. The asymptotic secondary contacts shall not be tested. However, they shall be identified, stamped, and placed in a strict home quarantine for a period of 28 days and monitored daily by the local area multidisciplinary surveillance teams. Chief Secretary Someshwar Kumar said in a release on Wednesday. Only the primary contacts of the positive cases shall be brought to the government identified quarantine centers and their samples be taken for testing. It added, according to an official release yesterday, Telangana has 711 active cases of coronavirus. As many as 194 patients have been discharged, while 23 died due to the killer virus. The state police have earlier booked cases under the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897 against some people who violated quarantine procedures after being stamped for location. Will holds CETs soon after COVID-19 lockdown is lifted. Telangana Council of Higher Education. The Telangana State Council of Higher Education (TSCHE) said that all the common entrance tests (CET), including Telangana State Engineering, Agriculture and Medical Common Entrance Test (EAM-CET), would continue soon after the state reaches normalcy. We are prepared to conduct the exams after the lockdown is lifted on May 7. It will take about 3 weeks to conduct all the CETs, so the scope of conducting exams will only be determined if the prevalence of the pandemic comes down and the lockdown is lifted. Otherwise, all we have to do is wait, TSCHE Chairman T. Papi Reddy said. He also said arrangements for all the CETs were in place. There is no need to worry, exams will be conducted and the dates will be announced soon after normalcy is attained, which I hope happens on May 7. He said, the last date for the submission of online application without late fee for TS, EAM, CET and all the other CETs was extended to May 5. Meanwhile, KNRUH issued a notification to ease the process of internship declaration for MBA students. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe By and Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.